Hi, and welcome back to the LinkedIn Ads course for business. This time we're going to be talking about conversion tracking. So we've just sent up our insights tag and we are ready to get started in terms of feeding in the information that we want in the ad account, both to target people to take the relevant action, but also to track that action afterwards so that we'll be able to assess how successful our LinkedIn ad campaigns are. So we have taken the steps at this point to go into our insights tag and implement that on our website to roll it out. So it's set up and now it is tracking. And now we need to tell it what to track. So at the moment, your insights tag is freshly set up, which means it is just monitoring the website as a whole. It's just taking website hits essentially. So it's just monitoring your traffic. But we need to know when the traffic takes an action, we need to be able to feed that back into the account. And that's what we need to do with our conversion tracking. So here you click on create a conversion and you click on this option. Let's just take a thank you page as an example. So if someone signs up as a lead and they hit a relevant thank you page afterwards, this is a great way to track them. You can define the key conversion by their behavior. So in this instance, it would be a lead or a completed sign up. You can set a value to a conversion if you wish. For now, I'm just going to put in $50 as a sample. Then you can select the time frame for which a conversion can be counted. So if you're running a longer term campaign, you can say, okay, if someone takes an action in 2 months' time, you can look at broadening a window. So essentially you can say, okay, anyone who viewed the ad in the last 7 days or clicked in the last 30 days and took the action can be attributed back to this advert. So you can select this, you can bring it down to 7 days, up to 90 days. It would kind of depend a little bit more on your lead time, how many touch points you typically need before someone is going to convert. And also the view window, you can open that up as well. You can also look at your attribution, which essentially says, okay, anyone who clicked in the last 30 days or saw the ad in the last 7 days who took the action directly from the campaign. Last touch essentially just means attributed to the very last ad they saw or the very last campaign they saw. So you can look at these as well. From there, then you can select your next step. So if you want to add this directly to a campaign, you can select one. I'm going to select one here for now. And then when you get to the next step, what you can say is you either need this to be a page load or an event. So in this instance, we're saying a thank you page reach. So it's a page load. So what you can do is it contains thank you or the relevant containment of the URL that would be required. So it might be thank you page reached. It might be thank you webinar. It might be whatever thank you page you have set up or wherever they end up with. If it's an event, it's a little bit more complicated. You get this little piece of code that you need to copy and paste into the relevant section of your website, or alternatively, you can go back to your Google Tag Manager again and set it up there. Typically, a page load is faster and easier to do because you just pop in the URL. So that's why I love to recommend thank you pages. They're a great way to just get your tracking done as well. So just redirect different things to different thank you pages. You can just duplicate out thank you pages and change the URL slightly so that you can get new pages or new information. So you can say, okay, this one's just for webinars, this one's just for this kind of lead. And that way, as people hit those different thank you pages, they indicate to you what has happened, and it's very easy to feed that back in to the relevant site. So let's just say thank you page for now. And then you can hit create. Once you've created it, it'll come back in here. Leave it sit there for a little bit of time, and once that conversion occurs, it will feed back in here, and you can see here this member sign up one that we have. The last tracker, the last time it was notified of that was a couple of days ago. So that's how you can see then if it has picked up on it. I would just go in and just refresh that thank you page, and it should send an instant signal back if it has been set up correctly. So that is how you start feeding that information into your LinkedIn ad account so that your tracker is in place and now you're telling it the correct conversions. If you have any questions on this, just let me know. And in our next section, we're going to start talking about our creative assets.